Hello everyone, my name is Robin and I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about being deaf and deaf culture. Now, if you're listening to me speak right now, you would think, well, she's not deaf, but you're wrong. I was actually born deaf, but I was brought up as a hearing child. My family knew nothing about the deaf community, so I wasn't put into any deaf classes, any deaf culture. I had no deaf friends. My family actually didn't even know I was deaf until I was about 12 years old, and I got a audiologist test, and they came back and said, you know, your child is 65% deaf, and she would definitely benefit from wearing hearing aids. Hearing aids? That sounds crazy. I've never had a hearing aid in my life. I have two. I have one looks like a giraffe because I like it, and one that's just plain red because it's sporty. I don't always wear them, like right now, I don't have to wear them, but when I'm out with people, I have to definitely wear them. They don't help me try to figure out what the people are saying. They actually just help me from not being hit by a bus or a car or a motorcycle coming up behind me. I hear noise when I have them on. So I might hear crashing over there or something over here, but I actually don't understand which direction they're coming from. But it does help a little bit when you're outside and you're worried about walking across the street. You can hear a little bit of what's going on around you. Like I was saying, I don't understand people's volume of their voices depending what their tone is. Some people have really deep voices and they are different to understand. And some people that have really high voices, I can't understand the high ones. I can actually understand the big, deep ones. There's certain letters in the alphabet I can't understand. I can't hear S's or P's or T's or D's. I can hear M. I can hear, let me see, I can hear, not a lot of them, but I can hear different things than you can hear. As I said, I also, in conjunction with wearing the hearing aids, I know sign language. I'm not signing right now because I'm just showing you how by just looking at me or listening to me and sitting me in a conversation, you would not know I am deaf. But I am fully fluent in sign language as well. Here I am, I'm going to talk and I'm going to sign at the same time. So what I was talking about growing up in a deaf culture or not in a deaf culture, I never met another deaf person until I was actually 35 years old. That's weird. I also went to hearing schools where I would have to read the lips of the teacher, and as long as she was facing frontwards, I could understand her. But if they started writing on the blackboard, I was lost. I actually did pretty good in school, even without hearing them. And now in school, deaf kids have things called FM devices that they put around their necks that will connect with their hearing aid, and they can hear exactly what the teacher is saying, plugging right into their hearing aid. I didn't have that growing up, but then again, I was actually in a normal school, so I didn't get treated like a deaf person. I did get treated like a very shy or quiet person. Everybody thought, well, she's in the corner, she's quiet, but I am the furthest thing from a quiet person you'd ever meet. I love talking, I love laughing and having fun with people. So I actually had to learn sign language myself because when I met my husband now, he was deaf. And I thought, okay, I'm okay because he can talk. He talks like me, but he can't hear like me. He doesn't understand the same things I understand because I went to a hearing school and he actually grew up in a deaf school. So they learn totally different English than we do. My sentence structure is the word, the noun, it flows this way. If you talk in ASL, it actually flows backwards, almost like French. So you've got everything mixed up. So we had the hardest time having conversations with each other because my English was the way I had learned my entire life in school. Same with his, but it was opposite. It takes a lot of patience, even if you have hearing and a deaf person, or if you have two deaf people that grew up learning their sign language. Maybe one has English Sign Language, one has American Sign Language. Or even if you have two hearing people, you still have communication problems. But it takes a lot of work just to make sure you're always on the same page, asking questions, making sure that you actually understand what was just been said to you. So we are in 2020 now, and we have this technology in front of us, and nobody can say we can't learn anything while we're sitting at home. We can turn on the screen and we can learn almost anything. So you too can learn sign language. Just in case you ever meet any other deaf or hard of hearing people and you don't know how to communicate with them, learning sign language is actually the best option there is. And your brain gets to know two different languages at the same time. You become bilingual, and that's a pretty good thing to be.